Our very own Brandon Jennings was courtside at the Bucks game last night, as we pointed out earlier. The Jack Daniels was flowing as he was spotted dancing during a break in game action. Shout out to my source who sent me this video of Brandon getting it in.
Look at him, though.
Look at Mr. B.
Look at him, though.
Mr. B was turned up, man.
Look at that move.
This man got white folks going.
You know what's funny?
BJ, do it, BJ.
You know what's funny?
I believe they were doing the Running Man or some variation of that.
Like, for jokes, like, it still looked better than.
He was dancing because he was turned up. Brandon was locked in the whole game. Mr. 414, Bucks and 6. I was watching on League Pass. First I was watching, I was like, who's this dude that keeps standing up and screaming all game? Oh, wait, that's Mr. B. I saw the tough crowd, turtleneck.
Mr. B.
So, but after the game, Mr. B turned into Mr. BMZ Sports, putting on his reporter hat and asking Giannis a question in his post-game media availability.
You give so much energy to the building. Every time you come.
I'm trying, bro. I'm trying. So I know the season hasn't been the way you want it to go, of course. But how important is your brother for your balance when you know he's around and the energy that he brings? Just want to talk about your brother, like what he brings, to the table for you.
Yeah, like
I don't think it's just for me. I think it's for everybody on the team. Like Thanasis has this energy. It's incredible. You guys that watch, you probably feel this too. You know, I feel like the crowd feels. He has this energy about him that he's always checking on everybody, checking on Bobby, checking on me, checking on Dane, checking on Chris, checking on Brooke. He has this talent that he can be best friends with everybody. I can't do that. We totally different personality, but like how vocal Thanasis has been throughout the years with the Bucks, his energy that he brings in the bench, his energy that he brings in the locker room, he checks on everybody, good or bad. Like when you're BSing, he's gonna call you out on it. And we don't have a lot of people that do that within our team right now. I definitely miss him. I feel like if TA was here, maybe I would have scored 70. Because
For sure.
No, it's a real thing. It's
81.
Yeah, he's like my motor. Whenever I look at the bench, he always looks at me like, don't stop. You're a machine. Don't stop. Don't take it for granted. Don't stop. And then all of a sudden you look up and oh shit, I got 70. I got 60 or whatever. But I definitely miss him. I miss our talks, but I just miss the chemistry that he created for the team. Like he had everybody like this, and somebody got to step up on that role. Maybe it's me, maybe somebody else, to kind of, create that atmosphere for the team again.
So I want to say a few things. First off, shout out to Mr. B. We were led to believe that Gil's Arena was not welcome in Milwaukee, but not only are we welcome, we get to have our very own one-on-ones during Giannis' post-game media ability. No, he works for Gil's Arena, Gil. We are in the building.
We not invited.
I'm not invited.
We.
And my family from out there, they won't let me.
He's invited, always.
No matter what.
Because that wasn't a normal, traditional, media asking the question and then just jotting down. They were having a conversation. Obviously, you heard Brandon interjecting several times there. But what Giannis said, Giannis talked about the importance of having Thanasis on that squad, said if Thanasis was in the building, he would have scored 70 in that game.
Kept him on the team.
You know what? Can you go back to the beginning of this video? So it shows you how important he is.
We just want to see Giannis's face.
Without words. When Brendan mentions Thanasis and what he means, watch his body language. Go.
Hasn't been the way you want it to go, of course. But how important is your brother for your balance when he's around and the energy that he brings? I just want to talk about your brother.
You can stop it right there. Like that genuine energy of positivity and vibration, you can see his brother's that important to him. Right? And even not for him, he said for everyone. He checks on everyone. But like when you say someone's name, it should be able to generate something. His brother's name, just the thought of like, oh, you're asking, but like, yeah, like that says it all.
But him also saying that they don't have somebody on the team currently that fills that role, saying maybe it's me, maybe it's somebody else, that lets you know 12 games into the season, that they're missing Thanasis.
I've been saying that. The asses is like the
Stop saying that.
the third most important person on the Bucks team. Behind Giannis and the owner, it's the asses. He got the
Thanasis.
most respect.
Nick,
Thanasis.
please.
I
TA.
love Thanasis. He's a corner. He's
TA.
the most fun. That's
So
my
why
dog.
is he not on the roster?
Well,
He not on the roster?
Achilles injury, can't play this season. I'm sure they don't.
So is he still around?
But they should have
They
just.
need that.
He could have been Giannis security. He could have had some
Giannis,
role with
yeah,
the
they
team.
need that for Giannis.
No, I mean, it's for the
For
team.
real.
They need it for everybody, clearly.
But
The
most
vibes over
importantly,
there do
Giannis.
not feel or look very good.
But they just need Giannis need that.
Those players are
That's my
important.
It's
brother.
like my brother, having your brother on the bench, somebody you could talk to.
We saw what happened.
Somebody that-
We saw what happened to Ricky when Doughboy wasn't there when he went to go get the cornmeal at the liquor store. If Doughboy would have took him, Ricky would have went on to USC.
I'm looking at the team. I'm like, who he can
Maybe
get in
became the next
for.
OJ.
I mean, they do. I mean, the rest of their team is young as hell.
But
How
you
old
need
is
the asses.
Thanasis?
I know, but it's
I
he's
keep on forgetting he's older, right?
yeah, he's the older
than
brother.
Giannis.
They used to share shoes back in Greece. Like I'm just saying, like that's his.
But it's but it's the guy that he's like the glue for the team.
Yeah.
What was the light skinned dude?
Sakura?
No, not the big head dude. Not your team. Lakers probably. He was part of the championship.
Sakura used to do that.
He ended up going to Dallas, I think. Very good in Phoenix. Light skin, he sat at the end of the bench. Didn't play. He was basically like the bench cheerleader.
Which championship team?
The last one.
2020.
Y'all know him. Very good dude, quiet. Dudley. Is it Dudley?
Jared Dudley. Damn.
Huh?
Oh,
You don't know who Jared
Dudley.
Dudley is?
Jared Dudley.
Yeah, yes.
Like him. Like for the Lakers, like they loved keeping him around because he was such
Yeah.
a positive dude for everybody. He checked on everybody. Like
For sure.
Like he's the type of dude that didn't miss no birthdays.
But that's
He
what
knew
I'm
your
saying, they
kid's
couldn't have
birthday, your
found
wife.
A role for
Shannon
Thanasis
Fry,
to
too,
still
like-
be that
Shannon
involved
Fry.
with the
Shannon Fry
team.
is like that too.
Like I
Shout
don't
out
understand
Shannon
why
Fry.
they didn't figure out a way to keep Thanasis around despite his.
Yeah, I would have like even if he would have been like an assistant coach or
many
whatever.
people was hating.
Like the energy itself is for
Too
it's
many
for the
people
team. Yeah,
hating.
he's for Dallas, bitch.
Yeah.
Jared Dudley.
Jared
Shout out
Dudley is-
Jared Dudley, a legend.
Because Jason Kidd wanted him. Yep.
Too many people was hating though. And then you start seeing it in the media too many
It was the
times.
like the
And people, I hate the fact they
being- it
listen
was
to the
being
media
weird.
too much.
Yeah, like it's like, why is he on the team? You could have
Yeah.
got some other pieces at 15 and 14. Like,
Right.
like, I'm sorry, do you know what 15 and 14? Do you know who that is? These guys are not supposed to get in the game.
Man.
We did not supposed to get in the game unless we're up 20, and
Yep.
we still probably wouldn't get in. That's the role of 14 and 15. So if I'm not gonna play somebody,
You might as well-
I'd rather not play somebody who's gonna bring life to my team.
Yep.
Someone who's gonna be there talking about, yo, good job, keep going, don't worry about it, don't worry about it. Like he's
People understand
keeping
those
you
people
there.
on the bench, if they have shitty energy, they are the worst.
Worse.
So
Those are the worst people to have on your
Brother,
team.
Like he's the dude he's the dude after the game that all the coaches left, he rebounds for you.
And you're,
Like, yeah, I get some extra shots for you. Let me go
Or if your
get
star players having an
And
off
his-
game, he's speaking life into these.
you,
But
to
and
these
if somebody
players. They
tries
not
to
on the
test
bench
Giannis,
counting.
you need that.
right?
Yeah,
I'm right
he's right there.
Brother,
Like,
right
he's,
there.
he's everything. Like I said, he's everything. He's like Kevin Hart and Jumanji. I got everything you need.
Oh yeah.
Kevin Hart and Jumanji.
I got everything you need. Just go in the backpack.
Those players
But
are important.
we know Giannis, as a franchise player, has a level of influence over there.
You deserve
We've heard
it.
this numerous times now. Gil's Arena, I feel like, was instrumental in leading the charge of the importance of bringing back Thanasis. Helped really elevate. We had Mr. B out there. You saw Giannis' reaction.
Yeah.
You need them.
It didn't become a
Underway.
typical post-game presser. It really was like, oh, I'm really gonna have I'm gonna give you a good answer. So much that I'm sure the other media in there were salty. But that's what we do at Gil's Arena. We walk in your trap and take it over.
And that's
But
somebody-
Because media cares about the game itself, not the what makes 59 and 14.
but still, we're posting it, still
And
using the
that's
quote.
somebody Giannis talked to. He's like, man, tell the coach something. And he gonna tell the coach. What he gonna do to that?
He's the one he's the one that keeps him from jumping off the bridge.
Yeah. Hey man, coach, do
We done lost 5 in a row. Giannis over like, trade me. Wait, hold
Y'all better
on.
figure this out.
Relax, just relax, calm down, breathe.
They need to pay him.
Bring him back.
Breathe.
Figure it out.
For $1 million? Come on, man.
I can make him stay.
Let me talk to him. I got it. But we asked the chat, is Thanasis the key to turning around the Bucks? 67% said yes. Chad, you were on point today, our last show of the week. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah, hire him as an assistant coach or a trainer. Perfect.
But what stood out the most to you about Giannis's 59-point performance?
For me, 16 for 17 from the free throw line.
Very, very, very good from the line.
Right. Like he's getting better in the things that was handicapping his greatness. Right. Free throws, pull-ups, set him for the three. I think out of the 59, he only took 2 threes last night.
Damn, 16 for 17?
16 for 17.
That's big.
It's really good for
Only took 2
Giannis.
threes. Like, he only took 2 threes. So he wasn't sitting there fucking just chucking shots up because they can't guard him when he goes to make layups. So those are the 2 things that stood out, for me. Just like, okay, he's learning.
Alexi, what stood out for you in Giannis's 59-point performance? We got to see those highlights.
Just how easy you can get to the rim. But then you have to, you think about their record and how their season has gone, and you're just like, you have a player that dynamic and that good, and then you also have a player so good at Dame, and you're just like, what the hell is going on?
Mm-hmm.
Why can't they figure it out? It's sad because I think the 2 of them could be so good in this league together, and I just feel like there's something going on that needs to be handled because the way he just played, now you can't reel him in after that. There's no reeling him in. So they got to figure out how to make that shit work.
4-8, top 12 in the East.
I don't know if it's overcoaching. Alone, just him and Dame should be able to win you games, right?
He won that game by
just
he
them
won that
two.
shit by
Just them
himself.
two. It's not like these are older guys where they're sitting on their lap. They're not the Lakers, right? Where you're talking about a 40-year-old still carrying. We're talking about guys who's still in their prime. In the beginning of their prime, they could carry you to wins. It's
No, not in this league. Lopez out there on the pick and roll. That's who? Lopez.
That's Lopez. I'm not talking about Lopez.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Dame
Lopez.
don't even play D like that. You got Lopez on the pick and roll, Dame and Lopez on the pick and roll. You going at Lopez every time.
Man, sorry teams is winning games.
No. They had a hard time with the pick.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So
Who is guarding Giannis? Name everybody but Cunningham.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying exactly
and the
that.
dude that try to fight LeBron, that's what he's known for. He
But
tried
that's
to
what
fight
I'm saying.
LeBron.
Sorry teams with no stars is winning games. So you're telling me my stars can't win games, my veteran team just can't win games just rolling the ball out? I should be able to roll the ball out and win
Nah.
40% of my games. With my team? You literally have to be trying to really coach them.
It's an old ass team.
Now, when motherfucker coach, you try to coach too much.
It's one young guy and everybody else old.
Yes, we should be able to.
Nah, because them teams like Detroit young and bunch of hustlers. Of course.
You remember some games when were you there when we were playing San Antonio? No, you wasn't there. We've been playing San Antonio, right? We can't beat San Antonio. So the coach comes in like, yo, hey, they got more talent than us. Right? They're more prepared than us. They play better defense than us. So there's no point in having a game plan against them because they know everything we do. So the only way we're going to beat them is just go out there and play basketball.
Yeah.
Right? So just go out there and play basketball. I'll sub in on how you feel. Boom, we win and won. Sometimes coaches overthink and they want to micromanage everything, and the micromanaging actually hurts your production. And I think this is what's going on. I think that it's more of you're trying to control every element of the game when most of this game is gray area.
Yeah.
And I think, calling the play every single time down. That's what this looks like. You're taking 70, 80 shots and you're the Milwaukee Bucks with these 2 type of plays. That doesn't even make sense. So, you might want to just let them just play a little bit and see what you get. If you don't see nothing, timeouts, dead balls, that's when you call plays. In the middle of the flow, you just let your players play.
Like I mentioned earlier, Bucks didn't have Dame. Obviously, Chris Middleton's still out. They also didn't have Bobby Portis, who was dealing with the right elbow contusion.
You got Gary.
And then
Obviously,
they
Thanasis
found a way to
not with the
win.
team
So that's what I'm saying.
It was Greek versus Cunningham, and Greek should win at every time.
So, Nick, you asked who was guarding Giannis. So, Giannis obviously giving the Pistons defense.
No one was guarding
There was
Giannis.
a moment we got a show between Giannis, Isaiah Stewart. Stu got the flagrant too.
All he want to do is fight people.
Was he
That's the one who tried to get Bron?
Yeah. Look,
Oh,
look at that. Any big man with dreads just.
As we are very familiar, Beef Stew, a very big gentleman.
he get kicked out for that.
He did get
should for that.
flagrant 2 ejected from the
Yeah,
game.
get out of here.
Just yanked the jersey. But hey,
Yeah.
in the 80s, they would have just said, play ball. Let's see it one more time.
Look how much bigger he
He was-
is than him, though.
What quarter was it?
And you know Beef Stew was about that action because not one buck
He was
came
probably tired
beyond
of
his defense.
getting dunked on and shit.
They're like, hey, you got that, Greek.
I'm just, like, I think the real problem is, I don't think outside of Dame, anybody knows what the fuck they're doing. Dame and Giannis. It's just like Dame and Giannis, and then everybody else don't know how to play basketball anymore.
Yeah. Look at the team.
Well,
I mean,
Giannis scoring 22.
Like, you got
how many points? 24 points in the first
24,
quarter. In a
24.
professional game, that's ridiculous.
AJ Green, you played 21 minutes, you got 5 shots. Like,
And
that's like you Bronny James now? Like, what the fuck is this? Like, come on, man. Like,
Unnecessary stray.
No, I mean, just saying, but like,
young.
what I'm saying is that's a young guy who's scared to play.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna take only the shots that I can,
make.
wide open.
Wide open.
Right? There's no one subbing in for you. You playing 21 minutes, you got 5 shots? How are you helping Giannis? 5 shots? No. Same thing with D. Wright, 4 shots, 27 minutes.
Yeah.
Y'all supposed to be out
That's
there
what I'm saying.
It's going.
taking shots. Like, you guys are, that's
Well,
not
that makes sense about the micromanaging because it's affecting
Who is
everybody.
A. Jackson Jr.? He played
Jackson.
30 minutes.
Andre Jackson. The chat is pointing out you guys talked about the Bucks struggling with the
Jackson Jr., 4 shots.
That's what, in 30 minutes.
31 minutes, 4 shots. Like brothers, like,
great.
there's no one that's coming. There's no one subbing. Half our team is gone. I need y'all to
Yeah.
shoot.
They had 3 bench players.
3 bench players.
Three
That's
bench
it.
players. 3 bench players, bro.
So you gentlemen talked about the Bucks struggling against the Pistons. The chat has pointed out that the Pistons beat the Lakers, but that was in Detroit on the road. Okay.
The Pistons are not.
We didn't say they
Pistons of
struggled.
last
Who said they
year.
struggled?
Nick said that earlier in the.
I mean, they could have.
happens. We beat
They
the
could have
Lakers.
lost. They could have lost, but they didn't. I mean, it's just one of those games where they pulled it out, they won, and hopefully it gives them some momentum moving forward. But at the end of the day, this is not a Giannis and Dame problem.
So let's talk about Bucks have won 2 games in a row for the first time this season. Now 4-8, 12th in the Eastern Conference. After the game, Giannis spoke about the importance of the Bucks keeping a positive mindset despite the tough start to the season.
At the end of the day, nobody said it's going to be easy, right? I remember the year we won the championship. We didn't start the season very, very well, but at the end of the day, we never gave up. It doesn't matter who plays. It doesn't matter if the young guys going to play. We never give up, as a leader, I keep reminding guys, don't take moments for granted. Never take moments for granted. When guys don't play and they're not available and your number is called, go out there, give everything you have for the team, play the right way, and good things gonna happen. No matter who plays, we don't give up. We always come here and try to find ways to win the game.
Giannis out there sounding like Jimmy V. Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
That's what happened.
But like y'all pointed out, bench need to, hey, y'all got the opportunity now to go out here and get some buckets, but they probably were content just watching Giannis do a little everything.
Yeah,
But they young. I'm looking. They kind of young.
it don't. I mean,
When you
Like,
used
if
to
you-
looking over your shoulder, that shit.
who's the
stick
sixth?
with
But who's the 6th man? Who's the 7th man? Like that's a role. Where's y'all? Y'all don't know y'all roles by now. Like that's what I said. We're all looking at Dame. We're all looking at Giannis as what's going on with y'all two.
They're doing their
Nothing.
jobs. They're doing
It's
their
nothing
jobs.
with them two. Is everybody else?
you. Yeah.
You're not out there doing what you're supposed to be doing, right?
And they beat. Look, they just beat Toronto and Detroit. Now, come on.
2 Eastern Conference teams.
Toronto and Detroit.
I know that, but
And then
they got to listen.
Yeah.
I'd rather you beat them than not.
Then
Did
lose.
not. You better beat them.
Like,
Better beat them.
Fuck it, you know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna get a win, get that win, because I can tell you if Dude makes that free throw, it's a different story on this couch today.
It would be, Gil, as we know. Bucks next game is against the Hornets in Charlotte on Saturday. Then they got the Rockets at home. Bulls back in Milwaukee on Wednesday.
Go 5.
And
They
then
can go 5.
group
go
stage
5.
game against the Pacers, on Friday, November.
I mean, that's what I said. They should
could
have.
this be the game that helps jumpstart and get them back in the right direction?
No, it's not the game. It's the schedule. I think this is the schedule.
The schedule
that gets them back into the right. It's like, this is it. Like we got 5,
We gotta-
4 teams we supposed to beat,
For sure.
and then we got Indiana.
Bottom 12 all every
4 teams we supposed to be. And
4 teams in the bottom 12 every year.
Yeah.
Charlotte,
So let's talk about
Detroit.
another situation that developed in the aftermath of Giannis.